27 months. That's a whole year. Hello. CMO 1 Hack, CMO 1 Core, CMO 1 LHB, CMO 1 Leg 1, CMO 1 Leg 2, CMO 1 Librel, CMO 1 Fission, CMO 1 Gavel, CMO 1 Calm Down, CMO 1 Cap and CMO 1 Cake, CMO 1 Law, CMO 1 Opto, CMO 1 Coded, CMO 1 Dr. P, CMO 1 Multified, CMO 1 Big, CMO 1 Sam, CMO 1 Dre, CMO 1 Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Are you well? If you're well, please put the name of something cold-blooded in the chat. If you're poorly ill, scared, anxious, put the name of something warm-blooded or inanimate in the chat. Komodo dragons, Ben's well. Lizard, everyone's well. Okay. Snake, well, that's good. Buttock, that's warm-blooded. Sorry to hear about that. Although maybe a lizard has a bum. Maybe lizards have buttocks. Lamp, okay, doing unwell. Sorry to hear about that, Funky Mr. Chicken. Steven Seagal, I think warm-blooded. Am I feeling better? Yes, I am, but I've been a bit pressed with playing catch-up. Turns out you can't just lie on your back for 1 week without accumulating task debt. But I think I've caught up a bit now. The weather's getting good. I feel hopeful for the future, but tired in the present. And I think that's been my general state for 3.5 years. So the Wiki-Racing tournament has largely been organised now. I think it's up, it's out, it's in the world. For anyone who's not in the Discord or doesn't follow me specifically on Blue Sky, but has maybe seen some of the Museum of All Things streams I've been doing before, there is a piece of software called the Museum of All Things that has recently, only just in the last week and a bit, had its 1.0 release. And I'm organising a completely public tournament free-for-all for Monday the 17th of March. That's less than 2 weeks now. Where anyone who wants to, this is infinitely scale-upable, like Fishmas, I suppose, can take part, and we are going to do a big wiki race. If you want to see all the rules and specifications, I've made a webpage, seanmull.com/wikirace. I've now broken down the rules into these bullet points. The way it is going to work is that 30 minutes before the beginning of the tournament's going to be at 8 p.m. on GMT on the 17th of March. That's a Monday. And 30 minutes beforehand, I'm going to make a 5x5 bingo card that's going to look a bit like this. This is just an example card. And then I'm going to disperse that to all the players. And people have to find these articles in the Museum of All Things. They can go in any order they like. Cressup in particular had a bit of confusion about this. You don't have to go in any specific order. Go in any order you like. As long as you make a line, you get bingo. First person to get bingo wins. You come into my channel. You do !declare. I'll check your card. I'll do the normal bingo thing. We check the validity of your card. And if you win, you win. Great. Huge honor falls upon your head. That sounds bad. You are draped in honor. Honor is shrouded around your shoulders. You are festooned with honor. The articles themselves come from you, the public. I've put on the page here a little text form here, and people can write whatever they want in there. Well, they can write the names of Wikipedia articles in here. And that's that. The competition will go for 2 hours. If no one... I need to write that in, actually. I redid all the text of this. But I forgot to bullet pointify the sudden death rules if no one gets it in 2 hours. Let me stop showing my screen for a second and write that down as a to-do. Update the wiki rates. I'll do it now, actually. I'll do it literally right now. So what are the other rules I want? I want to say, just going to add a bullet point. If no players achieve bingo in the 2-hour time limit, then the players with the most articles crossed off their bingo card wins. And then another bullet point. If 2 or more players are tied for first place, they enter a sudden death mode where the next player to cross off an additional card, an additional, what do you call them? The individual bits on a bingo card. An additional card, cross off an additional card thing, an additional card item, additional square, that's good. And off an additional square wins. There we go. Add that bullet point, save, and I'm just going to put that live on the site. And then I'll refresh the site and we'll look at it. That's web development. This is liquid web page. Pages, Wiki-Race, put it on. The biggest addition that I just made just this afternoon is letting people just, initially it was going to be like, if you're taking part, let me know, and you can like tell me 3 things. But that got too complicated. I felt that was a bit too much. So, got to include a line break. This needs a line break. This needs a line break. All right, updated the site again. Now this is web development. This is web dev. List of sexually active popes. Is that really one? Is that really anything? Is that real life? Okay, yeah. So now we've got these new bullet points. If no players achieve bingo in the 2-hour time limit, then the player with the most articles crossed off their bingo card wins. If 2 or more players are tied for first place, they enter a sudden death mode where the next player to cross off an additional square wins. Some extra rules that if you're taking part, you can read. They're not interesting, but they are important. And then I've just put a form text here where people can just enter articles they want in. Let me tell you, someone's gone hog wild with this. Someone's going really, really big with this. What if I could show you? Do you think it's sporting to show you what's already entered? Feels not in the nature of the competition, in case you memorize it and learn specifically how to get to those articles. But currently we have 80 submissions. Hello, Albrock. I will read out some of them. Fat Mike, Cup, Chair, Laundry, Smithsonian Institution, HTTP Cookie, Pliny the Elder, Guybrush Threepwood, Edward Gorey, the M60 motorway in brackets Great Britain, Noam Chomsky, Sand, Jimmy Wales, Dr. Strangelove, W.E.B. Du Bois, Kronstadt Rebellion, Chelsea Manning, Cuttlefish, Skeleton, and Bread. And I think I read about 10, so just assume there are 70 more. There's a big leaning at the moment towards 19th century anarchist scholars. So I think someone's trying to stack the deck in favor of their specialism. Are you able to give recommended specs to Wiki-Race? Not really. It's a very small application. If you wanted to test if your laptop can run it, I doubt it will take you more than 10 minutes. What if we don't know anything about the square? It's like it's a reference we don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There are things on here I don't know about. I don't know what Hona Pianet is. I haven't read out any of the ones I don't even recognize. Who's Lawrence Lessig? Who is Edward Gorey? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. What should we do about that? I don't know. What I'm tempted to do is put my thumb on the scale a little bit and maybe not include the ones that I consider too hard. But like, I don't know. Like, there's no way of having it. If we had it so it's stuff that everyone in the world would definitely know, so it's like bread, the color green, a cat, I think that's too easy. And if Wiki-Racing rewards or tests anything, it's just having a kind of magpie-ish little bit of knowledge about lots of random things. So maybe there's nothing we can do about it. I think there should be. I will probably still thumb the list. I think there's stuff on here that I think would just be too difficult, and I won't let come up. Like the one of the most recently added things was the Tuskegee syphilis study. I have heard of it. I am familiar with it. It's still really specific. It's still like you know, above it is rice. Above that is laundry. Above that is cup. You know, these exist on very different levels of specificity. Um, I think a lot of these are like fine. We've got Bluey, the TV series. We've got Spock. We've got the Jim Henson Company and Sesame Street, Kermit the Frog. Like, those are all fine, I think. I'm probably going to have to shave off some of the anarchists. I don't think we can have all of them. What is the weirdest one? Hello, Lucy Lefty.
Long enough to grow a big baby.
Everyone has exactly the same bingo card. I make a bingo card half an hour before the starting whistle. That's everyone's. I'm going to put it up big on my stream so everyone can screenshot. I'm going to put it in the Discord. I'm going to put it on Blue Sky. People will have access to it. Download that, put that on your stream, have that as a reference point. But we're all singing from the same hymn sheet. Yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of fudging it to make sure it's not too hard. But yes, there is a chance. Probably everyone will have something on the card. They just don't know what it is. I think that's likely. And that's going to be the nature of the game. For some people, they'll know all of them except for one on the bottom left. Someone will know that, but they won't know something on the top right. I think that's just going to be the nature of the card. And if you are worried that you won't recognize things on the card, go to seanmall.com/wikirace and do your best to stack the deck in your favor. That's the only thing you can do. Make the list of potential articles ludicrously long. Are we allowed to look up the thing to find out what it is? No. No, you can't, Lucy. That's against the rules. It's explicitly against the rules to check anything. The best thing you can do to prepare is learn about everything in the world in advance so you've got insurance. But if I let people look stuff up, I think that will lead to kind of cheating. Once you're looking stuff up, why don't you check the backlinks? If you read all the Wikipedia article of it, it'll get too easy. Yeah, Summer, don't worry. I'm not going to let things that don't have a Wikipedia article appear. I'm going to do a pass on the entire list before the tournament. Nothing can appear that doesn't actually have an article. Yeah, Benimation, that's explicitly... That is one that actually is covered in the list. If your game crashes, you are allowed to use the custom exhibit terminal to resume the run where you left off. This is a case that I have actually considered. Is it a perfect set of rules? Like, is this perfect? No, but I think it's quite good. I think it's organized to a reasonable level of coherence. I missed anything? Yeah, Smithy's got it right. What you need to do is download the entire archive of Wiki, and then have you seen in the Matrix where you can jack something directly into your spinal fluid, your brain stem? I recommend that. That will put you in good health for the competition. All right. And with that in mind, I need to train. I need to go to the gym and get a big, big brain. I need to be match fit. To be honest, much like with Fishmas, my own chances of winning are really going to be completely stymied by my responsibilities as the adjudicator and the host. But it's fun to feel like I'm a part of things, really. You don't get half points for being close. You have to find the actual article. You have to find literally the words that are on your card as an article. All right, I'm going in. I've simplified what you can donate for. It's just for images now. If you want to donate an image, then I can make it so those images will appear in future articles. You may see while I'm running around lots of silly images that don't fit the thing. Those were probably added by my buddies. Okay. Let's get going. Let's get cracking. Let's get smashing. Oh, That's the wrong color. Is it you? Are you it? No, you're not anything. What's happening? Is this... Hello? Why are you like this? Hello? Hello, Rosanna. I don't think your role as host had much to do with never catching a fish after the first 2 minutes. I do think it's a little crutch I can lean on when I never do very well. Are you doing the image of the thing on the wall counts as well? That is still going, yeah, the image thing on the wall, but I'm not going to do that on the tournament competition. I'm going to play in a completely unmodified version. I'm trying out and I'm in a room full of Pope portraits, but I can't find the exact list of dead popes. Article. Yes, you're going to struggle. It's exceedingly hard. The idea that we're playing bingo is mad. No one's going to get a line. Is 1.0 or... Yeah, we're technically on 1.1 now, but I don't see any differences in the code that should affect. I'm just saying people should use a recent version. It's not something I'm going to police. I don't really think there's any changes across version history that would give one player an advantage over another. More recent players have an advantage because articles are big. There is, in fact, a version that maybe the articles were a little bit bigger and they weren't capped at their size. But I'm not policing it. It's just beyond the scope of what I'm policing. Oh no, that rule is not part of it. We're not doing that. I did that for a bit, but that's not part of the tournament. The tournament just has to be as simple as possible. It already contains more rules than I think. I want as many people as humanly possible to participate. To achieve this, it just has to have as few rules as possible. The more rules, the more people will be put off by the amount of rules. All right, enjoy physio, Summer. I hope your body comes back stronger. Why can't I window capture the museum anymore? What's happened? What's happened to you, window capture? We used to get along fine. I'm going to make a new window capture. See if this wants to get along with me. No, nothing. Just a big grey box. Why, though? What about this? You just another big grey box? All right, well, what about if I make you full screen? Would that make you happy? No. You're sadder than ever. You're upset. All right, well, I don't know. Can I make this full screen? Graphics. Full screen. Okay, and then I can just share my screen. Great. All right, that's what we'll do. And I'm going to give you the ability to hear. I'm feeling kind. I'm feeling kind. I'll grant you the gift of hearing. You should be to hear a sort of an ambient drone, sort of a hum. I like the hum. Yeah, so I guess 1.01 might provide a disadvantage. I think it's very minor, though. I think it's very, very edge cases that have more than 2,500 Wikimedia comments. Oh, yeah, I've subscribed to the GitHub discussions panel. It goes straight to my emails, so I know exactly what's happening with it. And the degree to which people have rushed to help and add new features. I think what's going to happen is a lot of tiny quality of life stuff. People are looking into like mip mapping and just all the different things about how it renders, view bobbing. People didn't like that the footstep sounds didn't seem to track to your actual movements very well. Just tiny little things that I don't think are too important, but will help the look and feel and the vibe and the gist. Then I think stuff like getting multiplayer and actual new features off the ground will... I genuinely think this thing could become more feature packed because I think it has stirred the imagination of many people. That's that. That's that. We're in now, so let's find out where we're going. Remove random, wiki. So this is going to be our destination. Is it not? Is that not how it works? Remove random. How does my own thing work? Oh, okay. It's just slow. You've chosen a random. Oh, that's not good. Okay, it failed to delete it. But chicken of the woods, I know what that is. That's a big. That's a big mushroom. Oh no, you still get to see my edit splits, and we'll call it chicken of the woods %. And I'm going to have 1 hour to get to it. I think that's that. I'm just gonna roll a completely random article. I'm just gonna go to the custom article maker thing. We'll just go to a completely random exhibit. I need to learn how to navigate things I've never heard of. What are we working from? List of NBA annual steals leaders. Any of my American friends want to explain what an annual steal is? Okay, I'm going to go from the list of NBA annual steals to chicken of the woods. I'm going to give myself an hour. Let's see if I could do it. Begin. And now I get to theorize, right? Because a lot of the thinking's going to have to happen live in the tournament. So, chicken of the woods, I know, is big with vegans. Taking the ball away most of the year. All right, well, chicken of the woods. It's a very big mushroom that I think grows on the side of trees. It's like yellow. I know like vegans who are dead into getting it because it's meant to be a lot like chicken. Mushrooms can be a lot like chicken. They're very fleshy. They've got a bit more protein in it than people give them credit for. So do I go in via like foraging? Do I go in via like European edible mushrooms? Do I go in via like veganism? Foraging? I think we either go like the biology route of like types of mushroom, the mushroom phylum, mushroom genus and family, and then just roam around. I don't know how we'd struggle to get to a specific mushroom. I think foraging might be our route. They are in the UK, and I think different parts of Europe. They're a big forage. They're a key forage. Any thoughts before I launch in? The wiki article is under the actual mushroom name. What are you telling me, Big Popper? I don't, the wiki article has the name of the thing we're looking for. Isn't that isn't that like what you'd assume? I feel like you've got to be telling me something. No, I'll have a disambiguation. It might link. You're right. Yeah, it probably. It's not scientifically called chicken of the woods. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm fucked. But what you might have, right? What you might have is it's still linked from the foraging article called Chicken of the Woods. When you arrive at it, it goes, this is called luminescence biolifollibola, you know? But the blue link might still be that. So the thing in the foraging article might still be that. It'll redirect. Yeah, Das Keto understands. Let's go to the NBA. They grow in trees, so perhaps go via trees. I want foraging. So how do I get from the NBA to the to foraging? Meat substitutes, yes. So the other one is veganism, yeah, and meat substitutes. Steals are like forage. You know what? They are actually. Yeah, let's go to stealing. Let's get back out of NBA. Go back to the annual steals and go to the concept of stealing. I think it was back here. Yeah, okay. So what we want is stealing. That's basketball, lobby, steal in basketball. But that might still lead to other kinds of steal. Where did we start? We started in the list of NBA annual steals leaders, and we're trying to get to Chicken of the Woods. I've been saying it would be good to go via foraging because chicken of the woods is something that people forage. And Albert has suggested that stealing in basketball is a bit like foraging. So I'm trying to build a bridge there. Dribble's not like stealing, but I do dribble when I'm hungry for some lovely chicken of the woods. I salivate. That's the same as dribbling, isn't it? Or is dribbling when my when my saliva manages to escape my mouth? Flip flap, association football, tactics and skills. Yeah, it could be foraging. Think dribble is out of the mouth. Wall pass, header, retro Ziegler, direct free kick, Francesco Totti, professional sports. Maybe there is a professional sport where you forage, like professional finding, amateur leisure. Leisure, that's close to foraging, although people do it for survival. Time. Okay, we're getting abstract. Business, penguin books, and job hunting. Job hunting? See if we can get to hunting, like normal hunting. Unemployment, employment, employer, professional network, job interview, and underemployment. It probably will be Latin. If it's a word that looks like Latin and it's the name of a mushroom, it's probably Latin. Okay. Job interview. Job interview or underemployment. Ewell Gibbons is a famous forager. Well, he's not in this article, I'm afraid. Unemployment. Unemployment might lead to foraging if you get really unemployed. Monetary policy, somatization, reference period, monetary authority. What's this? Index, 2007 enlargement of the European Union, Employment and Training Administration. We probably just need to get to like recession to foraging. Like I can see a path. Work, the human activity of work. Intention, construction. Look, this guy's working. A potter working in Bangalore, India. How do we manage our chat? I'm not policing it. I'm telling the runners, you're not supposed to like use a website to help you. And nor really should anyone else use a website to help you. But I'm not going to tell you can't look at your chat for 2 hours. That's too much. But I think you should tell your chat the rule is don't go on Wikipedia to help me. Don't go on Google to help me. Automation, social status, payment, natural resource. Did you see natural resource? Do you know what, right? Because people are going to think natural resource, that's coal, that's dust. But it could refer to mushrooms, right? Like fall of man. I don't know if that helps. What is the fall of man? What is that? Just let me check I understand. The fall of man or the fall of Adam or simply the fall is a term used in Christianity to describe the transition of the first man and woman from the state of innocence, obedience to God, to the state of guilty disobedience. And do you know what they did? They foraged, didn't they? That apple was just on a tree. Foraging. They literally foraged. Yeah, Pete's got it. This is about foraging. It doesn't mention it. Not even close. Christianity, the tree of knowledge and good and evil. We could talk about trees. We get close to trees here. Do you think they'd put tree in a blue link for this? Tree of life, biblical. Okay, we're close to tree and life. Two useful things in foraging. Judaism, Book of Revelation, Book of Genesis, life of Adam and Eve, the fall of man, the Garden of Eden. They foraged there as well. Cherubim. Could do the Garden of Eden. Hopefully it might lead to gardens, which again like helps us with kind of horticulture. The Fertile Crescent. No, that's agriculture. We want foraging. No, chat only exists to help me. Yeah, I do think, you know, if you listen to your chat and you read your chat while you're running, I don't know if that confers a benefit. So I don't know if it's unsporting. Paradise. Paradise is when just you can get food off the floor, isn't it? Paradise. In religion and folklore, paradise is a place of everlasting happiness, delight, and bliss, often laden with pastoral imagery that suggests food is plentiful. Maybe cosmogonical, eschatological, or both. Great. Could be either of those two things. Often contrasted with the miseries of human civilization. Yeah, tell me about it. The world. Yeah, what is eschatological? That word I just fell over. Hello, canary feather. How are you doing? Do you know the meaning of eschatological? Eschatology concerns the expectations of the end of the present age of human history, or the world itself. Just to clue you in, canary feather, I'm trying to get to chicken of the woods, which is a kind of big yellow mushroom. I'm currently in paradise. I'm trying to go via the concept of foraging, given I associate it with foraging, and I thought paradise probably has a lot of good foraging spots, probably has a lot of good everything. Entering heaven alive. I didn't know you're allowed to do that. I thought that's against the rules. Entering heaven alive, called by various religions ascension, assumption, or translation, is a belief held in various religions. Oh, Jesus did this. Yeah, all right. He died, he came back, and then he went back up alive, which is cheating. If I was in paradise, I would not be seeking to leave it to find a mushroom. No, Albert, you misunderstand me. If paradise truly is paradise, then the mushroom would be in it. The mushroom would just be available on the floor, or better yet, on a table. Proto-Iranian. I suppose Jesus was a Nepo baby. Now that's a modern twist on an old tale. Pastoral. Not where I want to be, but we got to move, don't we? We've got to move forwards. Paul the Apostle, the Alexandrian Age. John Blow. He wrote Amphion Angelicus, one of my favourite bits of worship music. Greek language. Season. I mean, season's going to help with things growing, you know, out of the soil. Season. I'll take another look around, but I think man and nature, yeah. One of our relations is that man, humanity, picks up the food that grows naturally and then eats it. In the process, that's come to be known as foraging. Anthropology and dichotomous. Dichotomous means something existing of two halves. A dichotomy is a partition of a whole into two parts or subsets. Hell yeah. Look at this big mouse. Is that glue or garlic mayonnaise? It looks like it says R.I.P. It's beside the point, isn't it? But there it is again. You've got the big mouse, have you? Jointly exhaustive, mutually exclusive. No, we're never going to find a mushroom here. Yes, we love the woolly mice. It's a bottle of grip filth e-pipes. Brilliant. What a life you lead. Let's go to season. It's all getting a bit religious here. In pastoral. Pastoral farming. I don't think farming's it, though. Foraging is the whole step before farming. Before farming was even invented. Season. Let's just do season. Stuff grows in the sea. It's a division of the year based on changes in weather, ecology, and the number of daylight hours. Weather. Close. But no banana. Daylight. Brisbane. Ritu. Axial tilt. No, I want like temperate. Hibernation. Migration. Orbital plane. Southern hem. The sun. Solar flux. I like the random pools of water. I think it's great. If a little quality of life thing I would enjoy is more little things like this. The exhibits are very white, very plain. There's a single texture for the walls. And little things like this help you not get lost, especially when you're doing what I'm doing. You run around and you can't find your way back so easily because it all kind of blends into one. Little landmarks like this break up things and make little grooves in your short-term memory. The Tamil calendar, winter, Gregorian calendar. Yeah, if Wikipedia just naturally had like 3D Blender objects that you could pull out and just have floating in the middle of the room, that would rule. Seasonal lag. Oh, we've gone round a circle now. This has not helped. This has not done well for me. I don't want to go to weather. I'm going back to pastoral. I hate to go backwards. In the actual Wikipedia game, you're not allowed to go backwards as a rule. It definitely should be allowed here. It's hard enough as it is. Let people acknowledge their behavior was wrong. Alexandrian age. A herd. I'm going back to paradise. Oh. It still has a crashing error on going backwards. Yes, I always thought that maybe one of my modifications was causing that crash, but it doesn't seem like it. I think backwardsness maybe... The backwards crashness is maybe just an issue. Just an ongoing problem. I'm surprised it hasn't been raised, though, because it feels like a very easy one to duplicate and for different people to come across on their own. Let's try and list of NBA annual Steelers. Probably written that wrong. Nope, that's it. Yep, it understood what I meant. Okay, great. Let's go to the steel. And then I went to dribble, didn't I? Because foraging makes you dribble. And then... Ronald. Yes, tactics and skills. Yeah, I think I went tactics and skills. Not that I'm thinking that's the best route. It's just I don't have any better ideas than repeating myself. I could I have gone back to season post crash? Yeah, I could have. Yeah, which meant I could have done it here, but I just that's a big motorbike. I just wasn't convinced I really wanted to even be in paradise. Free kick. Yeah, all I've done to modify this version is just the images thing, which shouldn't affect links, corridors or links or anything like that. So I think it's just a problem. Software. I'll need to actually test it. I'll need to just use the executable version, so I'm not actually running it in the Godot editor. But it should be a very easy thing to test. Association football, midfielder. Let's just go down midfielder. I need to just get myself into a new area. 4-4-2 formation. Steven Gerrard. He's from Liverpool, and you can get Chicken of the Woods by Liverpool, definitely. Liverpool FC. Jimmy McGovern. Let's just get out of football. I don't know anything about football. David Moores. Exhibition game. Anfield. That's the name of a place. It's a stadium. All right, but it's still a place. Cantilever. Taylor Report. Spion Cop. No one's going to get a line. Liverpool. Great. This is a place. Now. List of life sciences. It's called mycology, isn't it? The study of mushrooms. So I could go down to mycology. Oh, it's going to take ages to load Liverpool. Liverpool's huge. Combined authority. Let's... List of life sciences. Life sciences comprises the branch of science that involves the scientific study of life, such as microorganisms, plants, and human beings. Great, that should cover mushrooms. Microbial rhodopsin. Orthopedics. Branches of science. Natural science. Animal, no thank you. Molecular biology and anatomy. I guess natural science. What's microbial rhodopsin? If it's fungal, bacterial. That's probably different. Yeah, bacteria is different. So I guess I'm going backwards. All right. Then we want natural science. Oh, now we want mushroom. Hannes Kepler. Experimentation. Oh no, natural science refers to everything, doesn't it? Natural science or empirical science. Yeah, it's just science. This is just science, the whole of science. Oh no. Look at you. Sanzio, Plato, Aristotle. Peer review, Socrates, empirical evidence. Astronomy. I was thinking, I always get confused. Whenever I go to a museum, it's like a natural sciences museum. I think I'll see like a stuffed anteater, but it's always rocks. Okay, this isn't natural. This isn't nature. This is a stone. To me, nature has to have a leaf. Branches of science. Let's try and go down this way. Systems, logic, geometry, decision theory, empirical evidence, information theory, human behavior. Nothing. Nothing here. Let's go down to human behavior, because foraging is a kind of behavior. And I know it's not what it means. I know it's going to be about crying or war. 2 women bowing. Beautiful. Buddies. Thought. Ethics. Value, personal, cultural. Stimulation. Human. Psychology. Attitude. I don't know. This is hard. No one ever puts nice things in the randomizer. I'm going to blame it on people who put the things in the randomizer. Twin. Consolation. Foraging is stimulating? No, it's not. Most of foraging is looking on the floor and going, I hope something edible turns up. Aside from the hunger and the worry, I don't think foraging's that stimulating. The right to property, urban morphology, interview, social action. Why is the text so small here? I put in all the Madagascar films. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that'll help. Altruism. Polygamy. I don't know what that is. Polygamy is a form of polygamy, entailing the marriage of a man to several. All right. It's polygamy with marriages. Fine. That's not going to help us forage. But altruism, I don't know. I think, finding food is a social good to well-being. Well-being is also, you can't be well-being if you're hungry. Name a time you felt well-being, but you've also been very hungry. It simply can't be done. The meaning of life, emotion, pity, pleasure. Going to talk about sex, isn't it? It's going to talk about agape. Well-being contributing factors. Yeah, a full tummy. Look at this. This person has well-being. Oh, there's no food here. I like the perspective on this table, though. Thought, altered states, magic mushrooms. That's very clever, Benimation. I've already sort of gone a bit too far away from thought now, but that's very clever. Thomas Nagel. 6-factor model of psychological... No, just... One of the basic human needs is food. I just thought, like, ways of acquiring food. That's what I was... Quality of life, purchasing power. Jesus. Major depressive disorder, meaningful life. A meaningful life, you have to be fed. You have to have food. Creed. Belief. Dinner. Can we have dinner? All right. The psychologists in their ivory towers, they forget that food's part of things. They take it for granted. Quality of life. You need to know where your next meal's coming from. Mayor, quality of life healthcare. Yeah, dinner. Natural environment. Yeah, like the mushrooms growing on the floor. Life. Nature. List of natural phenomena. Biology. Foraging could be in here. Phosphorus cycle. Natural resource. Like a fish pond. You could forage in a fish pond. Do you know what? We're getting close. I can smell it. I can smell the chicken of the woods. The forest is calling to me. It's saying, bite on me. Bite down on my goodness. Mantle, geology, the sea. You can forage in the sea. It's called fishing. God, this is huge. But I think we're onto something. Geography, yeah, sort of. Discipline, you need that. Conservation movement. Stop foraging. What about if you wanted people to stop foraging? Stop foraging. That seeks to manage and protect natural resources, including animal, don't care, fungus, very good, and plant species. Yes. Yes, very good. Fungus. People are taking all of the chicken of the woods, plant species, fisheries, evidence-based conservation. Do you want the Latin name of chicken of the woods? No. No. Madison Grant, British Association Forest Protection. I think they grow in forests. This is the most dialed in I've ever seen Sean. What does that mean? Does that mean like locked in and concentrating? Or does that mean gone mad? This isn't the way. There's nothing here. Oh, this is the way. Well, this is our way. Wilderness. Yeah. Wilderness is away from civilization. So, yeah, wilderness. Earth's natural environment that has not been significantly modified by human activity. Yeah, that's how I'd call it. Could this be it? Plurala tantum? It could be. A plurala tantum is a noun that appears only in the plural form and doesn't have a singular variant. Oh. Like what? Give me an example. Liquids. Other examples include genes, outskirts, odds, riches, and gallows, and suds, and surroundings, and thanks, and heroics. Yeah, fine. Locked in, gone mad was you trying to find that anime meme. I think I've gone mad now, though. You really think I'm going to find it via foraging? Whoa. Ocean. Gulch. Sorry, a bit excited. One of my favourite words. Pennsylvania scenic rivers. Forest of Fontainebleau. I don't think you get it in a gulch, though. More Ryan. Eastern Wilderness Act. Genetics. Flora and fauna, too specific. I think we could get some mushrooms. Okay, I'm hugging the wall on the right. William Cronin. Nature conservation. Human impact on marine life. Thanks, Crispin. Recreation. National park. Zoo. Arboretum. National Parks of Canada. Ian Player. Los Angeles. Ashoka. Puritan. Paradise. Didn't think we'd be seeing Paradise again. John Constable. Fauna, that's animals. Sequoia National Park. Thomas Burnett, a theologian. What are we on? Wilderness, yeah, okay. I guess a theologian might have something to say about wilderness. Human history. Shan Shui. Tang Dynasty art. Species. Marine ecosystem. Do plants have species? Or is it just an animal thing? Flora. Now mushrooms aren't a flora, are they? Because fungi is just this whole separate thing. Have I got that right? Protected area. A protected area is a place where you can't forage. Protected areas or conservation areas are locations which receive protection because of their recognized natural or cultural values. Yeah, you can't forage, I think, might be. Exploitation of natural resources, that might encourage... Is this going to mention foraging? Because if I see forage here, the exploitation of natural resources describes using the natural resources, often non-renewable or limited, for economic growth or development. What about for eating? What about for literally putting in a pan and cooking up? Natural resource, world energy consumption, energy resource depletion. I mean, isn't that what foraging does? It depletes. I pick the mushroom up and it's gone. Resource consumption, yeah, when I eat the mushroom. I know I'm on the wrong path. I know they're talking about big companies. They're not talking about your mate Ian going into the woods with a backpack on. Sustainable consumption. Do you know who does that? That's foragers, because they probably just take one, right? Insects as food? We're close. Do you know what? I don't think of farming... Does it say foraging? Because that's like, that sounds super foraging to me. Human consumption, 2 billion daily. Oh, if that many people do it. Though far fewer are discussed for industrialized mass production and regionally authorized for use in food. Does that mean that people are doing it via foraging? Foraging? Like, foraging could be here. Conspiracy theories. Sean's attempt to laterally link anything to eating a mushroom is impressive but not necessarily useful. But this time I'm really onto something. It just said that these aren't mass farmed. So people are just finding the insects. This is we are in a foraging adjacent page. My friend was part of an insect as food startup company. They had crickets to make super protein flour for baked goods. Yeah, I guess there was... I remember hearing so much about, like, insects in the food is, like, the #1 thing people use to criticize, like, lax health authorities. And then, so the idea that then you could be like, yeah, let's do it for fun. Let's do it to be healthy. It, like, goes against the messaging people have heard. People have heard there are too many crickets in the hot dogs. Cricket flour. This is literally what your friend did. I'll pop in as, to pay my respects. Cricket flour is a protein-rich powder made from crickets using various processes. Cricket flour differs from true flour made from grains because it's made from fucking crickets. Starch, dietary fiber, cricket, the insect. Yeah, great. Hang on. Sorry, that article was just the name of a JPEG. Buffalo worms, buffalo verma, which is German for buffalo worms, als Lebensmittel.jpg. Hopefully the image is in here. No. Yes, that's just an error. Who's ready to say which one is true flour? Yeah, I'm not here to arbitrate. If I'd grown up eating crickets, I'd probably think grains were gross. And yet, I sort of doubt it. I sort of think probably not. Oh, we're back to the beginning. Okay, this was not the way. Oops. Ecology. Future generations. Sustainable living. I think sustainable living is going to be about, like, wind power. I don't think it's going to be about mushrooms. Resource consumption. I'm going to try and go back in here. Don't crash. Okay, good. Natural resource management. Maybe natural resource management's going to be on a smaller scale. The natural resource management is the management of natural resources such as land, water, soil, plants, and animals. I didn't say fungus, though. Water, ecotourism. This is where I want to be. This is where I get my mushrooms. The Tongass National Forest. I can see this wonderful rat. The logo of the United States Bureau of Land Management. This is good. This is forward thinking. Conservation in biology. Sustainable development. A plant. Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. What a great name. The Bwindi Impenetrable National Park is a national park in southwestern Uganda. They probably aren't going to have the same mushrooms. If it was a bit closer to home. Soil. Natural resource. Could that include a list fungus? Doesn't list fungus. It doesn't list anything else either. Copper. Atmosphere. Maybe I just need to go to mushroom. I feel like I've made a string of mistakes. Nature reserve. I want to get to... We feel like we're so close. We've found so many articles that are about, like, taking things from nature. And yet we're no closer to foraging, I feel. Land. Lumber. Soil? No, I don't think so. What, to get to mushroom? If I wanted to get to mushroom, I'd be taking a slightly different tack. But I'm really still thinking about foraging. Silver, forest. We could go to forest. Go lumber, then tree. Buddy, I'd go to forest if I wanted tree. There's a forest just around the corner. I'm just concerned that tree won't do it, you know? All right, let's go to forest. Let's go to forest. But really, tree? Really? I've got my doubts. Forest, here we go. Why not mushroom? Do you know what? Albrot makes a really good point. It makes a really good point. I overthink and I don't go the most obvious route. You're right. All right. Let's look for mushroom. Let's go to tree then. Let's have a think. I think forest is probably a big... Albrot is so right. Albrot is so right. Okay. Botany. I don't know if botany covers mushrooms. Don't pin that. Let's just assume it was a one-off. Climate. Okay, so I'm in tree, right? Here I am. I'm in tree. I'm looking for mushroom. What route do you think gets us to mushroom from tree? Shade tree. Temperate broadleaf and mixed forest. Clove. Clove. What's a clove? Knock knock. Thanks. Cloves are the aromatic flower buds of a tree. Oh. Oh. I don't think that's what we want. Tree. Well, apparently it's not garlic. It's the aromatic buds of a tree. No, I'm going backwards. Did we cover this little groove? Oh, it's more than a groove. It's full of stuff. Okay, Redwood National Park, plant sap, kaffir lime. Hello, summer. We're no better. Tree deity, sapwood. We're really struggling, summer. It hasn't been a Brazil nut. Do you think Brazil nut will get us to mushroom? Ginkgo, Tamil people, Thai food. Medium density fiberboard, composite material. There are loads of growths you get on a tree. Oh, of course, trees just gonna have loads of images. Hyperion, nutmeg, engineered wood, salix. They use mushrooms in Thai food. Really? Prominently enough that we're... I don't associate mushrooms with Thai food. I'm not an expert. Salix is willow. Okay. If we wanted penicillin or something, we could go there. Penicillin. Fungus. What do you associate mushrooms with? Do you know what? I think the best route would have been... I think Menomations go via magic mushrooms, via psychoactives. That probably would have been... That probably still is the best way. Let's go to tree deity and try to get to psychedelics. Pyrolysis. Where is tree deity? Was it over here? Salix. Engineered wood. Nutmeg. Hyperion. What's Hyperion? Is it like a special tree? It's a coast redwood. Do you think California is going to be easy to get to magic mushrooms? California to drugs? Probably. Probably better to get to drugs here than tree. Overgrazing? Overgrazing? Sorry, we're back on foraging. Overgrazing occurs when plants are exposed to intensive grazing for extended periods of time. Overgrazing. Grazing, grassland, holistic management. Foraging isn't going to work? I don't know, we've still got time. Nature reserve, desertification. Overgrazing isn't really foraging, is it? Let me just look in grazing for a second. Let me just have a little shufty. Agriculture, livestock, rotational grazing. It's just not foraging, is it? Pasture, sheep meat, vegetation. Okay, vegetation. Plants are vegetation, right? I mean, fungus is vegetation, isn't it? Plant. No, fungus isn't a plant, but it is vegetation, I think. It's not. Pig to truffles. Do you know what? Red might be onto something here. Pigs graze, I think. Oh, wait, no, they don't. Pigs don't graze. Pasture. Pasture to farm to pig to truffles to mushroom. Easy. Easy. Antelope, camel, farmland, fodder. Farmland to farm to pig. This is good. This is good. Farmland to farm. Livestock to pig. Domestication, that could be good. Domestication to pig. Okay, just looking for pig. Beer? No. Any mushroom beers? Barley, Middle East, parasite stress theory, domestication of animals to pig, to mushroom, to truffles to mushroom, vertebrate, human, phenotype, domestication of the cat, mammal. Come on. Pig is a big one. Pig. Okay, pig to truffle. Do you know what? This is already a stretch, isn't it? Middle Ages. Thermal neutral zone. Cyprus. Subspecies. Leather. Can you get pig leather? Pigs are hide skin. Gene. I think truffle will be in here. We just need to keep looking. Pork. Livestock conservancy. Cartilage. Dental formula. Tooth. Tusk. Pig farming. Maybe pig farming. Could pig farming be better? This is like uses for pigs, but I think farming is for meat. I don't know if truffle guys are pig farmers, are they? Foot and mouth disease. Pigs love beer. Yes, perhaps. Protein. Mangalitsa. Parasitism. Mongoose. Bacon. Algae. Bologna. Chiloe Archipelago. This is a great picture of a pig. Cochon. That French for pig? This is a wonderful pig. Anyway. Maximum lifespan. Tide. Vietnamese pot-bellied. Oh. Mulefoot. Excuse me. Truffles. Okay. Thank you, Red Quixote. One more point to Red Quixote. Truffles is the fruiting body of a subterranean asomicete fungus. Great. So we're looking now Okay, maybe I do want the... now that we're going via fungus, could someone give me the Latin name? Because we've got a lot of fungi coming in here. There's a lot of fungus coming through. I don't know my fungi. Carbohydrate. Tuber gibbosum. I mean, we're just in Mushroom Town. Chicken of the woods is a bracket fungus. Sure thing. Oh. Mini truffle cups in Sweden. Yeah, but I'm gonna... Unless I want to go through every single of these Latin fungus names. Princeton Chert. Apt Vaclus. 1 octan 3 all. Populus. Tuber mascaporum. I only know about chicken in the woods because I just know a lot of very crunchy anarchist vegans. Is anyone going to grab me the Latin name? Am I on my own? Am I here to die? Crispin Fryer did. Oh. Oh yeah, Latiporus. Thank you very much. I didn't acknowledge it because I didn't see it, but I'm very grateful. Fungivore. Oh, a forager would be a fungivore. Fungivore. Humans are fungivores. Fungivory or mycophagy is the process of organisms consuming fungi. Yeah, I do this. I consume fungi. Bonobo, gorilla. What about human? Oh, yeah, human was right there. Lemur, plant nutrition, fungal farming, animals. Yeah. People and things eat mushrooms. Let's just go to big fungi. And now we need to, can I just check? Is fungus an... Oh. Invalid access to property or key images on base object dictionary. Oh. Still in. Phages are cool. Big fungi. The yellow phages. Bonobos are like gibbons. I know what bonobos are. What I want to know is the word mushroom and the word fungus, are they the same word? Are they synonyms? Beer fermentation. Right, because I'm on the category for fungi. And if mushroom is a subcategory of fungi, I think I ought to be there. No, all right. Well, I want mushrooms then. Did I see mycology? No, I don't want mycology. I want mushrooms. I don't want the study of. I just want a page about them. Are square and rectangle synonyms? No, they don't have the same relationship as squares and rectangles, do they? Definitely a mushroom is a fungus. I'm pretty confident. A mushroom is a kind of fungi. Mushroom is the fruiting body of the fungi. Oh. Maybe go via toadstool. Well, what's a toadstool then? I could go to mycology and that might break things down for me. Square is a kind of rectangle? That's a joke. How am I supposed to know? I'm declaring my ignorance. Declaring my ignorance of the topic at hand. Let me in. Knock knock. Let me live. Let me live my life lovely. Let me have a lovely life. Will anything load? Is it due to the error from before? Yes. I think the error, big error. We're in the pocket of big error. All right. So there's been a fatal error, which allows me to continue playing, but I think future exhibit generation is wrecked. So we're just gonna... We're probably just gonna restart the game and go straight to fungi. Oh, we can't even quit. Exciting. Okay. Oh. We're back. We're back. Okay. Fungi. We could still do this, just by the by. We could still do this. Eukaryotic. Kingdom. Hello, Duterte. Can people put soup in the chat? Plasmography. Orthogamy. Convergent evolution. Morphology and biology. Sorry for breaking your game. I don't think you broke my game. You're aware of how hard it is, so I assume when you add something in, you're giving some thought to how hard it would be to find. Funga? Is that... What's that? Funga refers to the fungi of a particular region, habitat, or geological period. Right. In life science, funga is a recent term from the 2000s for the kingdom of fungi, similar to the long-standing fauna for animals and flora for plants. Okay, so flora, fauna, and funga. Great. Now we're going back to fungi. Oh, we came from fungi. Fungus. There's different pages for fungus and fungi. All right, let's go to fungi. Oh. Oh, it's a mistake. Okay. Fungus, life sciences, flora, fauna, species survival commission. Tell me more about mushrooms, please. I love the backroom style rooms. Look at all the funga pictures. Fungus 41. Oh, it's mostly images. Someone was like, I'm going to upload my mushroom images to funga. Not fungus or fungi. These are funga. Yeah, Fung 41. Oh my god, there's no links. It's a stub just with loads of images. I got tricked. There's no links off of this. Just one enthusiastic mushroom photographer's absolutely gone hog on this page. Okay, I'm lost. I'm lost in the funga back rooms. It's so huge. Look how deep it goes. I'm lost. Okay, there's one link here. Natural conservation. Okay, I'm at the beginning. Flora, fauna, funga. Someone was so happy with themselves here. Are you still playing where if you see an image that counts? No, I'm playing according to the tournament rules where I have to find the article, which is much harder than normal. And I don't normally even manage it normally, so my life sucks now. Oh, thank you, Dr. Plem. Latiporus. I realised I would not be able to find that again if I wanted to. Protist. Green algae. Okay, so algae is a fungi, but it's not a mushroom. I'm getting it. Miso. Is miso a fungi? It's going to be so hard, Benimation. It's 100% going to come down to who got the most stuff. Who got the most things ticked off their card? Because some will be easy. I do think some will be like, you know, I really want to stress that cup is on the list. And all of you, I urge you to go to the webpage and fill the list with simple nouns. Cup, table, chair, scissors, lipid. Miso is a bean. Miso to edible fungi. Yeah, I'm hearing that miso is actually a bean. Miso rules, by the way. I had a lot of miso soup when I was very sick. It was a good way of getting lots of salt back into my very dehydrated body. Very easy to make a miso soup. There's no secret to it. It's fermented soybean. Love soybean. We got a freezer full of soybeans. Even simple nouns could be hard to find in this format. Probably not. I don't think cup would be. I should put my money where my mouth is. I feel so confident saying cup would be easy to find, but actually, I need to like test that, I suppose. Decomposer, what, like a mushroom? Organisms that break down dead organisms. Yeah, mushroom. Oh. An autotroph, something that eats itself? Autotroph is an organism that can convert abiotic sources of energy into energy stored in organic compounds. See, I'm always hearing, right? Benimation's always saying, oh, I did a I did a Wiki-Racing stream. I found 4 articles in a go. And I always log on being like, cool, man, I could probably do that as well. And then I'm just here running around fungus for an hour. And then Benimation's like, here, looking. Looking, being like, this poor guy. This pathetic specimen. You know, I liked being, I like being a big wiki guy, being like, I'm popularizing this. This is going to be what we're all doing. And then instantly anyone's like, okay, yeah, it looks difficult. Maybe I'll have a go. And they're just like whizzing all over. They can find any article they put their mind to. I can't even think clearly. MC Cook. I thought it said Coke. Got excited. Imagine your name was MC Coke. If like, maybe my role here is more of as a facilitator. When the tournament happens, I'll just sort of host it. I'll just like provide a bit of commentary, because the sheer embarrassment of I'm like the only person who doesn't find anything. And I was the person being like, Wiki-Racing is so cool. And everyone just gets a line. And I'm here struggling to find like cat. I'm running around mammal for 2 hours being like, I'm sure I could find cat if I put my mind to it. Is Benimation the odds-on favourite for the race? Based on my very limited player stats, which is, I know my own success rate, and I know Ben's reported success rate, I would give it to Ben in a heartbeat. Am I the only American playing? I don't think Albrock can make it, but on it, it's fungi. It's oh yes, the fungi page for some reason is irreparably fucked. It's picked up a little bit of interest on Blue Sky, and there's a good chance we can get people from all over. What time will it be for you when it's 8 p.m. in the UK? I only just slightly know West Coast time zone, so I don't know. I only slightly know East Coast time zone, so West Coast must be much more drastically different. Noon, okay. So not an insane time. A weary nation turns its eyes to Benimation. No, the weary nation wants to see someone succeed. It's good to have a golden champion, and I'm just letting everyone know it's not going to be me. Mycobiota? Myco, like mushroom? The mycobiota, the fungi present in particular. Oh God, look at just in the time. Peer review, fungi. I've been here before. Oh boy. Psychoactive mushroom. Oh no. Sorry, I've remembered now. We wanted to find those to get to mushrooms. Oh, but we still can because we're in fungus. Chemical test. Spore. Just give me mushrooms. Magic mushrooms. You know what? People forage for these as well. Magic mushrooms. Hallucinogenic mushrooms. We genuinely could find foraging off of this. Mushroom. I mean, yeah. Let's go straight down. Remember when it was in potato? Okay, it's not this. Lentellatus, it's not this. Stipe, it's not here. We could find it, actually. I'm just going full Algaric. What we want? Latiporus. Latiporus. Lamella? Lactiphilus? We're looking for Latiporus. It could just be in here. Come on, quicker, quicker. Latiporus, Thallus. Latiporus. Shiitake. Depressant. I slowed down when I should have sped up. Rosalis, species. Classification. Chinese cuisine. Bracket fungi. Come on. Latiporus. Mushroom farm. Oyster mushroom. Selenium. That's not going to happen. No. Oh, keep believing. Believe forever. Jelly fungi. Bracket. What? I didn't know this. I'm looking for Latiporus. Is it? Hang on. I need to go in it. I need to get in it. Get out of the way. Bracket. Where was that? I was looking for Latiporus. Bracket mushrooms. Where was it? Bracket fungi. I'm in. Group of fungi. Is this it? Or is this it? This is it, isn't it? This is it. Latiporus. Stop. I win. This is it, isn't it? Bracket fungi. Oh. I win again. Oh man. Have I definitely won again? This looks like it. I've seen Chicken of the Woods and it looks just like this. So if this is this, but it's a bracket fungi. Oh yeah, well yeah, you might be right. Yes, I think let's turn to let's turn to actual Wikipedia to find out if I really did win or not. Okay. Wikipedia. Chicken of the Woods. Did I win? Chicken of the Woods is a genus of edible mushrooms found throughout the world. Some species, especially Latiporus sulphureus, which I did see, I think, are commonly known as sulphur shelf, chicken of the woods, or chicken mushroom. Some species, especially this, so it's not only this, it looks like a lot of people. The name chicken of the woods is not to be confused. It's a genus. Yeah, I think we're right. It's an entire genus. And what was I in? No, hang on. Hang on. Another tab, and we'll put in here bracket mushroom. What was it called? This? Shelf mushroom. What? Bracket fungi. No, hang on. What's the name of the actual thing? Bracket fungi. All right. Polypores are groups of fungi. Yeah, all right. It's not that. Yeah, all right. We were very, very close. Can I also say conks redirects here? Can we just appreciate this 3-word sentence here? Conks redirects here. Is that not beautiful to see? Does that mean these are conks? Conks redirect here. Many people are saying this. Conk. Conk was a hairstyle popular amongst African American men in the 1920s. For other uses of conk, see conk disambiguation. Conk is a fungus. There's Chemil conk, Mehmet Hulusi conk. There's a conch. There's a conch with a K, which has its own disambiguation page. Norman conchs, a Catholic street gang in Glasgow, and then nose, which is sometimes referred to as conch, especially when large. Stop conking. I think finding... Should I add that in? There's still time. There's still time to discuss it and think about it. Shall we try one more run? That one didn't count. I didn't get there. I got very close. In fact, I probably... Let's find it. It's probably in here. If the picture's in here. Oh, my life. It's literally right here. It's literally right here. It's literally... I ended the game here. I ended it here. It's literally here. This is it. This is Chicken of the Woods. Look, Chicken of the Woods. I could have got it in 7 seconds, yeah. I could have got it. I could have got it. Wow. You could have got that. You had... Yeah, let's... Here's how we test, right? Here's where I was. I was over here. Let's just restart the timer. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Never mind. Can I do this in 7 seconds? Yeah. Just about, but I wouldn't have done it. You need to know that if I'd played on, I wouldn't have done it in 7 seconds. Even me knowing exactly where to go at exactly the right time, I did it. It took me over 5 seconds, so there's no way I would have won. Albrot, you're absolutely right. I need to stop being stupid. You know, that's always been my problem, being really stupid. Okay, one more time. It was in potato all along. That has to be... That's the maxim. That's the new catchphrase. It was in potato all along. IWIPAA. Iwipa. Remember, Iwipa. Okay, here's where we're heading to next. Why are you slow? Tommy Westfall. Who's this? Who's Tommy Westfall? Who is this? Who's Tommy Westfall? Character in Saint Elsewhere. What's Saint Elsewhere? I'm not doing it. I don't know anything about this. If this was the real tournament, I just wouldn't choose it because I'd be like, I don't know who that is. Another one. I wonder why this is... There's an error with this now. The Yukon Trail. I don't really know anything about this either. But I've used my veto, I suppose. I know Summer, it says on it. Could someone just tell me what the Yukon Trail is? It's an edutainment game similar to Oregon Trail. All right, Benimation's used their veto. Thank you, Benimation. I've used mine. Benimation's used theirs. We're trying again. What is wrong with this code? Port Moresby. Where's this? What's... Where in the world is Port Moresby? Haven't got any intel on this port. Wales. No, I'm not going to look it up. It's the capital of Papua New Guinea. Great. All right. Well, we've used 2 Port Moresby. Okay, great. Summers used her veto. Okay, we're trying for another one. None of these are being removed because, as you can see, the code's like, for some reason it isn't working now. Rectangle. Thank you so much, Fluff Weasel. Rectangle % coming in. Thank you so much, Fluff. This is so kind of you. Some people are so cruel to me, and it's nice to know someone's got my back. But Port Moresby wouldn't be too bad. Do you think it's common knowledge of Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea? I actually did think it would be fine. Once I learned it was a capital city, I know roughly where in the world Papua New Guinea is. But it got vetoed. What can I do? What can I do? Okay. Gonna go from a random article to rectangle. Off we go. Random exhibit. We're heading to rectangle. Utah State Route 16. I guess we just want to get to Utah, the state. Well, I don't know where we want to go, actually. Do we want to go to Utah? Maybe not, but we don't want to be on state beehive. Beehive hexagon. Beehives are made of hexagons. This should be easy. Triangular prismatic honeycomb. Keep that. Keep that. Remembering this. Western honeybee. Look at this. Look at these hexagons. Honey. Not quite. Honeycomb. Is that where the hexagons live? They live in the honeycomb? Honeycomb is a mass of hexagonal prismatic cells. Well, let's hope that hexagonal had a blue link. Triangular prismatic honeycomb. Beeswax, honeybee, egg. Larva. Worker bee. Come on. Hexagon. Perimeter, honey extractor. I might have to go to the triangular prismatic honeycomb at this rate. Soap bubble, hexagonal tiling. Gotta contain hexagon. Geometry. I could go to geometry, I suppose. Hexagon. What polygon? One of the simplest of which is a rectangle, I would say. Circumcircle. We'll find it in here. Simple polygon. Huh? Jordan curve. Intersection. Polygon. Oh no, great. Yeah. These aren't simple. What are you talking about? In what way is this a simple polygon? Monotone polygon. Polygonal chain. Bounded set. Just give me square. Give me triangle. Anything close. Quadrilateral. Great. Thank you. Finally, some good fucking food. Angle. 9-point circle. Edge. Butterfly. Jesus. Come on. Complex polygon. No thank you. Convex polygon. No thank you. North American English. Degree. Fermat point. Pentagon. Rhomboid. I should be done by now. This should already be done. Tessellation. Parallelogram. Rhombus. Give me the simpler ones. Just give me the very normal ones. British English. Carl Anton Brettschneider. A kite. Give me all the fiddly examples. Just go straight down the line here. Rhombus. They're all close. All of these parallelogram is close. So just... Hang on, a parallelogram. Oh, yeah, and I'm sure I can get to rectangle from crossed rectangle. It's a type of rectangle, so rectangle should appear... A square is a kind of rectangle. It's a kind of regular quadrilateral. Yes. Rectangle, quadrilateral. I know we've been here, haven't we? No, we've been here. And there's no point ever coming back to a thing you've been in because they're always the same now. Yeah, you're right. Because it used to be in my modded version, going into it via a new route would give you a new version of the article with new links. But that's not true here. Parallelogram. Parallelogram's a type of rectangle, right? Is a rectangle just anything with 4 sides? Is a rhombus a kind of rectangle? No, they're not rectangles. Rectangles have to have 2 of the same side and 2 of the other side? Are you kidding? Don't say, are you kidding? the one-word reply no feels already quite blunt, but the are you kidding maybe is a bit too much for me. A rectangle is a parallelogram specifically with 90-degree angles. Ah, thank you, Andy Pants 26. Quadrilateral. Triangle. Tangent line. Proof without words. Reflectional symmetry. Signed area. Anti-parallelogram. A Bravais lattice. Median in geometry. An area. Heron's formula. Tangent parallelogram. Parallelogram law. Viviani's theorem. We've gone too deep. I just want a rectangle. And just think, if I was looking for Viviani's theorem, I'd be home by now. Let's go into triangle. Or maybe we're heading... Maybe we were in a tetrahedron? No, that's 3D. Polygon. I've got too far from quadrilateral, I think. Did you finish everything in crossed rectangle? I can't say with certainty. Okay, we're looking for the way out here. Square. Square. A square is a subset of rectangles. Is that right? So rectangle could very well just be on this page. Right angle. No, squares aren't a subset of rectangles. Are you certain? Bisection, trapezoid. Are you kidding? Huh? Rectangle, thank God. People need to stop saying, are you kidding to me? It's so rude. It's so rude to say, are you kidding? I did it. Easy. Are you kidding? Do you remember when we got really hung up, people saying, what is this for? One more. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Let's do one more, because that was so quick. Okay, we'll reset the timer. Random wiki. What's next? This makes me feel match fit. As long as rectangle comes up, I'll be absolutely fine. Boltzmann brain. I'm using my veto. I don't know what that is. 7 people in the world know what that is. We'll go in again, but that's my veto has been used up. I can veto once per thing. Jury nullification. I know what it is. I know what that is. Good one. All right. Now, this will take us up to the hour. Are we ready for a full hour? Jury nullification. All right. Oh, do we all know what that is here? Jury nullification jury nullification is when you're on a jury, you can vote to make someone be let go. You can vote someone innocent just because you don't think that thing should be a crime. You don't agree with it being a crime. You think the punishment they might get for it's unjust. Basically, you could vote someone out. You could vote someone innocent for reasons other than whether or not you think they did the crime. And I think the act of doing that is what jury nullification is. I don't think that's what this is. Or is it that it's connected to that because you'll be kicked off of juries if you do it? I thought it was a term that referred to like... I'm correct, okay. So, okay, all right. Given I'm correct, let me just try and explain it a bit better. So, when you're a jury member, you're just being asked by the court, do you think this person did this crime? And here's all the evidence for or against. But you as an individual, you might think in your own head, well, I think they did do it, but I don't think they should go to prison for that. I don't think that's that bad. I don't think we should send anyone to prison, in fact, so I'm always going to vote innocent. If the courts find out that you're thinking that way, that you even have like the concepts in your head to like get you thinking along those lines, you're useless to the court system and they want you to never stand in a jury. And I think that's called jury nullification because as soon as you have that in your head as an idea, oh, I could just not really go along with this and just always acquit them, always vote innocent. You are no longer like functioning as a jury member in the eyes of the court, in the processes of the court. So, like, in a way, it's almost like you can be infected with this idea. I'd never heard of it until someone told me about it. And now I'm telling all of you about it. And none of you can be effective jury members now because you're aware of the idea you could vote people innocent based on your own moral principles. So congratulations, you've all been jury nullified. Don't let the judge find out. Does that apply to UK courts? I don't know. We don't really do a lot of jury court stuff here anyway. We don't rely a lot on public jury. We love our really old judges with those big curly wigs on. But I don't really know an awful lot about the UK legal system. Thanks, Subba. I feel like I already said all of that. Think the jury is nullifying the court? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly why it's called exactly that. But that's what it is. And armed with that, we're going to try and find it in an hour or less. This probably will be the last one because I'm cooking tonight and don't want to start dinner too late. Let's begin. Okay. New random article. Random exhibit. The 2000 Uzbek League was the 9th edition of the top-level football in Uzbekistan since independence from the Soviet Union in 1992. Okay, let's just think in a big way how to get from football to the courts. The idea is that the jury is nullifying the law. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Soviet Union. The Russian Revolution. This was the other one, right? This was the first one. Constitutional monarchy. I think that could get us to constitution, which could help us get to law. The Constitution of May 1791. We're really just looking for the word constitution. Written constitution. Great. This will get us to law, which will get us to courts. Principle. Bit more abstract. That feels like it'll get into philosophy. Right to privacy. Roman law. Polity. Oh, great. It's bigger. Yeah, Albert, I'm completely the same. There's really not a lot in this world that I would be happy sending someone to prison for. Like, in terms of the actual crimes I'd ever be likely to send to jury duty for. So I can't ever imagine myself ever being moved to vote someone guilty for anything. Would prison solve this social problem? Would someone being trapped in a prison solve this issue? In my society? I plead innocent. Not plead, someone else. They plead innocent, I agree. Treaty, I guess treaty, law, we're looking for law. Victorian government, I think the Victorians were big on their courts, weren't they? Executive government, Australian state, Victorian, oh, this is the government of Victoria, right. I thought we were talking about a certain time. Minister in government, constitutional monarchy, minister, politician, prime minister, head of government, head of government makes laws. We want law, so we want to be here. Hello? Let me in? Roku? What are you doing here? Let me in? Oh, the executive. We're on the wrong bit of law. We're on the politics side of law. We want to be on the crime and punishment side of law. Head of state, diplomacy. Wow. Joaquim Mora Fernandez. This guy looks like a stamp. Oh, but you'd never be open about it, Red. Why would you ever tell the police you're not cooperating? Just go, I don't think they did it. Just 12 angry men. Just go, there's a reasonable doubt. A ghost could have done it. I believe in ghosts. Is that against the law? Am I in contempt of court for believing in ghosts? What about my freedom? Classical Greece. French Revolution. We're on the wrong bit of life. International relations, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, alliance. I need to get to like murder or something. We need court. Francisco Sforza. Mongol Empire. Diplomatic rank. I've taken us somewhere so wrong. I need to get us out of this. This is worse than a cul-de-sac. It's like a long rabbit hole of its own irrelevant conceptual relations. It's a network of irrelevant faff. Irrelevant and yet tantalizingly adjacent. Theodore Roosevelt, head of state. Look, we're going to go to head of state and then we're going to go to law. Cabinet. Cabinet. Okay, executive. Minister. Secretary. I'm trying to dig up. Opposition. Israel. Prime Minister. Who's this? Amin Mahmoud. Right off. Government of Sweden. The Westminster system. Let's just get to territory I'm more familiar with. Parliamentary system. Legislature, law. Authority. Authority is upheld by the monopoly of violence of the state. And then meted out by the courts. Property rights. I want to know how you've ended up here holding these things. And are they floating? Are they supposed to be floating in your hands on strings? Who are you? Rashad Verma. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last thing because it doesn't have anything in it I recognize as a vowel. Property rights. Legitimate expectation. More things. Milgram experiment. Obedience. Violence. Oh yeah, we're an authority. Yeah, okay. Nothing about like law? Governance? No, we'll end up in politics again. Today truly is Wednesday crazy. We're all going a bit Wednesday crazy. Do we want to do property rights then? Because rights are upheld by laws. Justice? Tax? I mean, we could just do justice. Justice will probably take us to the courts. Like, once we end up in the courts, we can end up at jury duty, and then... I mean, there's nothing else we can do. Like, if jury duty doesn't take us there, we're absolutely fucked. Andy Pants, I think you're right. Yeah, rights have to be upheld by... Oh, I thought that was libertarianism. Utilitarianism, social status, civil law... Jean-Jacques, social contract. It's all a bit abstract. I just want the actual meting out of the law via the courts. A fine, that's a penalty. Punishments. Obviously, we're like up here at the big abstract punishment. It's going to talk about like sin and God probably at some point, but surely somewhere law. Again, we're at like the top level of the article for law. Law enforcement. That's cops, but the courts are a part of it as well. Military, Incan Empire, the Shire. Shire? No, I don't need to know. It's obviously not relevant. Medjay, Ancient Egypt, Roman Empire, early modern period. The problem, we're too high. We're too high in abstraction here. We're getting big abstract arguments. Glasgow Police Act. Yeah, the Glasgow Police Act. That's a law. Parliament of Great Britain. Scotland Police Act. No, this was a mistake. Metropolitan Police. That sounds right. Yeah, if there's any, like, if it's a big enough crime, then I think it needs a jury. But also, if it's a popular enough crime, such as a popular protest movement. Oh, here's the thing I don't know about UK courts. Does the jury need to be unanimous? I know we've all seen enough like American movies that we, and also are arrested so infrequently. We take a lot of our cues from American media. There's a lot of people in Europe who like ask for their one phone call or expect people to read them their Miranda rights, but I don't know anything about how it works. The only time I've only experienced jury duty secondhand because my form tutor in college was doing jury duty for a murder case, and he used to just tell us everything that was happening while we were doing like opening form. It definitely is true. I don't know how common it is, but I've definitely heard of it happening. All right, what are we in and what are we doing? We're in law enforcement. Yeah. The New York Sheriff's Office. I mean, is this going to help us get to civil law, common law? Common law legal systems. Doing my best. I mean, this is literally a legal case. Winterbottom versus Wright was an important case of English common law responsible for constraining the law's 19th century stance on negligence. Great. English Reports could be a name of... English Reports was a collection of judgments in higher English courts between 1220 and 1866. So... I'm going to go to nominate reports in case that's another bunch of reports. Hello, Buzz Josie. Egg. We know, Sean, this is a cul-de-sac. Well, yep, it looks like one. Law report. These are reports of... Law report is a report of a compilation of judicial opinions. Legal opinion. God, law is big, isn't it? This is the Supreme Court. This is wrong. Hello, Hondo Zed. I'm doing Wiki-Racing. I'm trying to get to jury nullification. No, the Supreme Court is not a criminal court, is it? Is it? Is it the biggest criminal court? Can lawsuits and stuff go to the Supreme Court? Maybe it'll lead to court. Maybe it will lead to court. But there's no jury. It's just them. Jurisdiction? No. Trial court? Trial court, or a court of first instance, is a court having original jurisdiction in which trials take place. In the trial court, evidence and testimony are admitted under the rules of evidence. Okay. In most common law jurisdictions, the trial court often sits with a jury and one judge. Brilliant. Dr. Plem, you can still donate to put images on the walls. I think this is good. Jury trial. Brilliant. This is exactly where I want to be. Jury trial. And now we're looking for that's a trial, but jury trial's even better because it specifies jury. Yes, this is a 3D Wikipedia. So this is all the stuff on the walls is drawn from Wikipedia but put into a 3D environment. Jury nullification has to be on this page. If not here, it could be in one that's specifically... Which one's habeas corpus? Habeas corpus is an equitable remedy by which a report can be made to a report alleging the unlawful detention of imprisonment of an individual. And requesting the court order the individual's custodian to bring their prisoner to court to determine whether their detention is lawful. No, I think we were better off in here.
Oh yeah!
Thank you, Plem. I'm going to pop it in now.
I have sent you an image via Discord.
Oh, this is very good. This is one of the most helpful things anyone has ever donated for. Thank you. This is so good. The idea of using the images for this is genius. I herald you as a genius. Okay, we're going back now. That's so good. I'm so grateful for that. Okay, lawsuit, civil procedure. West Germany. German revolutions. This is far off. Bench trial. Oh, it's just... We don't have the jury. We do have trial, though. And trial's going to be big. And so I think we'll have a chance... Oh. Yeah, I knew it would be bigger. Tribunal. Evidence. Criminal trial. I mean, that could be good to pop into. A bench trial's probably not what I want. A bench trial is a trial by judge as opposed to a jury. Well, then absolutely not. But now I know. Look at what Plem has added into the image gallery. This is so good. The drop shadow on the potato, the big red stop. Is that Helvetica? This is brilliant. When I see this, it's going to help me. This is going to bring the hit rate up so high. Okay. Court. What are we in? Trial. Okay. I think jury could come off. And that's the only helpful thing I could see coming off. Unless jury nullification is directly listed here. I can't see anything else. It said jury in the opening line, wouldn't it link? It depends. You don't get every link. Not every link appears. But it does. It is weighted in favor of early links. Judge. I mean, also, we just need to keep checking. It's big. We just need to run around. Trial court. Legal burden of proof. Prosecution. Jury. Okay. Of all the articles, is that the size of it? Okay, good. Good. If it's not here, what do we do? High Court of Australia. Canada, judge. We've done the potato route. Virginia. British Empire. Freedom of the press. Judgment, common law, Middle Ages, Denmark, trial, evidence, impartiality, High Court. Oh, jury's not very big. Jury's not very big. I thought it'd be bigger than this. It's not a big article. Oh no. I don't know. Verdict. Yeah. Verdict. That's good. Oh, I saw something that said judgment. Hang on, let me go in, because if this is impartiality but like in a legal trial setting, maybe that's good. No, this is just the concept of impartiality. And it's also a stub. How is impartiality not big? Impartiality is like this huge, important concept. Well, what could you do? Australia. Okay. I saw judgment somewhere. Verdict would also be very good. I'm not confident I saw verdict. And I'm also not confident that judge is that useful. Because judges, like, a lot of judges just judgment in law. In law, a judgment is a decision of the court regarding the rights and liabilities of the department. Oh no, but it's different from the verdict, isn't it? The verdict is delivered, and then the judgment maybe comes after, as the judge is like, well, you've been found guilty, but here's actually what's going to happen to you. Common law. Quasi-judicial body. Consent decree. British English. I'm not sure. This is just to get a big picture of this. This was a really hard one. Arbitral tribunal is a arbitration commission. Is a panel of adjudicators which convenes and sits to resolve a dispute by way of arbitration. I don't know. This is the weeds. This is weedy. Court, law. Well, we could just go to court and procedural law, jury trial. Like when it wasn't in here, I started to really doubt my life. Habeas corpus, judge. We could look in judge, but I'm not confident. I think the judge is definitely a couple of steps away from jury nullification. This is a guy. This is a person. Was an ancient Greek tragedian, and is described as the father of tragedy. Brilliant. Don't judges have a jury nullification like thing they can do? Well, they can grant leniency. I mean, judges have a lot of power. Definitely in both of our countries. Judges are just given quite a lot of power. But you definitely wouldn't describe it in the same way. They wouldn't be nullifying the law. I'm drawing a blank. Did I discover that we could get to jury from here? I'm so close, yeah. But I'm only as close as I ever realistically was going to get. Like, I definitely felt like I could get to court. Let's go to judge. We've discussed enough whether it's useful. A judge is a kind of person. A judge sits on a judicial panel. They wear a robe. Oh god, this is a stub as well. Oh no, it's not. Here we go. Witness. Master. Judicial interpretation. Oh, here we go. It's big. Argument. A lay judge. That. Luxembourg. Solicitor. Law clerk. Law report. Belfast. Civil law, the legal system. Criminal investigation. Jurisdiction. Nothing here gives me hope. In open court? Worth a little look. In open court is a legal term in the United States defined by the appearance by a party or their attorney in a public court session, such as a public trial. Public trial? I mean, a public trial doesn't need to be... It just means it's not a secret, weird trial. That's not useful. Judge. A little jump just to keep me in the game. Just to keep me excited. Keep me young. Okay, I think we went down there. And then we got to the end of that. Yeah, okay. So now we're heading over here. Lay judge. Oh. Oh, no. We must have... I must have been wrong. Law report. Belfast. Civil law. Jurisdiction. Criminal investigation. What are we in? Still in judge. Then where's the main trunk of this article? Evidence is going to be... Yeah, evidence is a big abstract concept. And it's going to move us away from law. It'll take us into like a philosophical overview of what evidence is. Witness. Adversarial system. Evidence in law? No. If it says law. Affidavit. Admissible evidence. There might be something... Oh, it's not very big. None of these are very big. Hearsay. Hearsay is useful because it relates to the jury. Like a lot of the stuff about like what could be admissible is about what kind of stuff is supposed to colour the witness, the jury's interpretation. So I could imagine the jury getting a mention or a link off of this article. Scuttlebutt. I need to check what this is. Scuttlebutt in slang means rumour or gossip, deriving from the nautical term for the cask used to serve water. The term responds to the colloquial concept of a water cooler in an office setting, when time becomes the focus of congregation and casual discussion. Yeah, fair enough. Yep, fine. Defamation, federal rule of evidence, operative fact. At what point do I give up on this? I am so worried that you know, I've gone to the correct articles, but they just didn't turn up. Testimony. Sixth Amendment to the United States Constitution.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Borrell. I'll check that in just a moment.
Picture incoming on Discord.
Okay, I'll add this to the heap. Oh, very nice. This feels like it is the anti Dr. Plem's image. But the images themselves being a meta discussion of what I ought to do is very amusing to me. Okay, your image has been added to the stack. and when we generate a new image, the way it works is whenever an image is shown in a new article, there is a 20% chance that any given image is replaced by one from the list. And if your thing's on the list, it might be one of those. Heresy. I don't think we're getting anywhere here. Excited utterance. Let me just check what that is. An excited utterance in the law of evidence is a statement made by a person in response to a startling or shocking event. It is an unplanned reaction to a startling event. It is an exception to the hearsay rule. Examples include, "Look out, we're going to crash," or "I think he's crazy, he's shooting at us." The basis for this hearsay exception is the belief that the statement made under stress is likely to be trustworthy and unlikely to be a premeditated falsehood. That's interesting. I've never heard of that rule before. Could you try a time of top-down approach, like if you went to all type, like list of types of nullification? Okay. Let's assume that there is a Wikipedia article for nullification. How would I get that? Hung juries? Yeah, you're right, but we went to jury, we didn't see anything like that. But if I could look for jury again. What's body nullification? Okay, we're going back to evidence. I don't know about any other kinds of nullification, but I'm up for learning. It's where you remove your genitals. Is that called body nullification? And is it just for genitals? If I remove my left arm, that's not body nullification. It's only genitals. Okay. Well, okay. Now that I've taken that in and processed that. Oh, we just can't go backwards. Okay, I'll go back and I'll go to jury because we have been to jury. In part, oh, well, we've been here. So, fully informed jury association. Why not? Why not have a little tickle around here? The Fully Informed Jury Association is the United States National Jury Education Organization. It was formed following discussions about forming such a group at the National Libertarian Party Convention in Philadelphia in 1989. Veto. Bam. Amazing. We did it. Jury nullification. That was a hard one. I was on the cusp of giving up. That is gaming. TG in the chat if you think that's gaming. Ugh. Sorry, Moral. Your new image didn't get to come up, but maybe we can find it. Maybe it'll be in. Maybe we can find it in Veto. Roku. What's likely to have a lot of images? So the president of the Dominican Republic. I bet he likes having his photo taken. No, he doesn't really. No. Just him and his cat. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Lots of images. I got lucky. And I was brave as well. And I was brave. Lucky and brave. The two things that are always rewarded. Luck and bravery. Dominican Republic. That'll have lots of images. If we can find it. We'll end on that. We'll end on Moral's image. Dominican kids in Santo Domingo. Have you tried checking Idaho? Can we please get some "Are you kidding me's" in the chat to say good night to a wonderful stream and a big success. It was in potato all along. thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for all of your help. I think it's been a big success. I got 1 in the end. No, I got 2. I got 2. That's really good. Let me update the streak. Where's my streak? Success streak. Oh, it's updated itself. Brilliant. Well, thank you everyone for your company. Thank you for your sparkling wit. The tournament itself is going to be on Monday the 17th, less than 2 weeks. I urge any of you who have the capacity and the desire to tune in, take part, win nothing, win glory. I'll see you all soon. I'm coming a little bit out of the task trenches. I'm hoping to have a bit more time to stream soon. Goodbye and farewell.